Hello, my name is Sam. I am 14 years old. I can't believe I just said Sam out loud. Um, I I am pansexual and gender fluid. Most people know about me being pansexual, but there's only like 3 people in my life, in real life, who know that I'm gender fluid, and multiple people online, because I feel like with people online, I can say my real gender without them knowing the gender that I was assigned at birth, and they would respect my pronouns. I was born a female, and I don't know if I'm gender fluid or non-binary, but I'm one of them. I know that for sure. For gender fluid, I know it's not like you're not so certain about a certain gender. So it's like every day you feel like a different one, or you can feel like the same one for multiple days. The reason why I'm choosing not to show my face is because I just don't feel comfortable sharing that yet. I think, well, I think that I'm non-binary, but gender fluid seems to describe me a little bit more. I mean, I do feel like a girl sometimes, just not always. And I wish I could tell people in my life. There are some people, like my cousin, who has been super supportive throughout my whole life. I tried explaining it to my sister. She's a little bit confused on the whole thing. I mean, I would be too if I didn't really understand. My mom, she's supportive enough. I mean, she's not the most supportive person on the way that I dress, because I don't really dress super feminine, which I guess, like, at first I was just like, well, maybe I'm just a tomboy, because tomboys don't really dress super feminine. But I realized that I started hating my body, and it wasn't just because I felt fat or something. It was more because I didn't like the way I looked. Whenever I like shower or something, I know that there's something that's on me that it's not supposed to be on me. And I realized that it was body dysphoria. And I knew that, yeah, I am not a tomboy. I started going as they, them pronouns to really, really close people. By really, really close, I mean like 2 of my cousins, and that's pretty much everyone who knows my real life. My 2 sisters think I'm transgender, even though I'm not. I mean, I'm technically not. But I don't know, I don't even know why I'm saying this. I had to tell somebody, and there's not really, I feel annoying sometimes talking about my situations that I'm going through, because I feel like I get so annoying sometimes, especially with my cousin, who has been through everything. She's been through me to my confused face when I thought I was a lesbian, and I thought I was bisexual, when I finally stumbled upon pansexual. And then there was my gender, which was female, then agender, then non-binary, then back to gender fluid. But I'm only 14, so I can't know for sure yet. But I mean, I actually got this haircut today, which I'm kind of happy for. My mom, she probably knows because of the way that I dress. But even though she says that she supports me, I can tell that she might support my sexuality, which I didn't tell her I was pansexual, because the first time I did, we got into this whole argument, and I just told her I was bisexual because I thought it would make it easier for her. I tell everyone I'm bisexual, because I just think it's a lot easier for people to understand that than my actual sexuality, because you have to have an open mind to realize what pansexual is, which is that you like boys, girls, and like people who don't identify as neither, or they identify as both, or whatever you may identify as. Basically, I don't really care for gender, but I feel like some people don't really understand that, and that's like when it comes difficult to the part where I can't really talk to anyone about that. And I guess the reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like at least someone out there will probably understand what I'm going through. And I am making this like at 11 at night. I was just sewing some stuff, a little patch thingy. You guys can't see, but anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like even though my cousin has been super supportive, I don't want to keep bothering her with all my problems. I feel like that's all. That's all I talk about. I kind of want to get a gender therapist, but I'm a little too young right now to get a therapist without my parents' permission. Or, I don't know how old you have to be to get a therapist. I don't think there's a specific age. Anyway, but I want to get a gender therapist to be 100% sure about my gender. And I could just talk to them about everything, I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's not really someone in my life I can really tell all of this to without seeming like, oh, everything's about me, blah, blah, blah. Because I feel like I don't know, I don't know. I just don't feel completely comfortable telling people in person all my problems, because I feel like they're just gonna be like, oh my god, this again? Seriously, no one cares? I don't know, I feel like there's no one really in my life who would listen to me, and maybe someone will, but I'm pretty sure there is someone who will listen to me. I just haven't found that person yet, and my phone is dying. I just don't feel like there's really anyone in my life right now who would 100% listen to me if I told them anything about my gender. For sexuality, I remember when I first came out to my mom, I was in 5th grade. I was going to the 6th grade, and she told me I was just confused, which I kind of understand where she was coming from. I mean, obviously, I was going into 6th grade. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. How old was I? I was like 12, maybe. So obviously, I would kind of understand where she was coming from. But excuse me. And then she told me that just because I'm gay doesn't mean I have to dress like a guy. Like I understand. Like, I can also see from her part. I mean, she has 3 daughters. That's what I was born to be. So I have to act like my gender, but sometimes I don't feel like it. I don't feel like a girl. And I just thought I was being like those girls who are just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I don't feel like a girl, hashtag I'm a tomboy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, you guys know those girls who are always like saying, oh, I'm a tomboy. Even though there were like tons of like, I don't want to say girly, but like, they do dress in more of a feminine way. And I thought I was just those girls who were just like, oh, I'm just saying this just to get attention. But I really felt it. Like, I just didn't feel like myself when I was dressed in feminine clothes. And in the past year or so, I started dressing more like how I felt. And I would get scared. Not scared, but I wouldn't. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, like, I actually want to wear feminine clothes. But I feel like it's not all feminine clothes. Like, I would wear like a t-shirt or something, or like certain like thing, like maybe shorts, but I wouldn't go out of my way to wear a skirt or a dress. And I know that doesn't mean anything. I know there's a lot of girls who don't like wearing skirts or dresses, but it was more than that. It wasn't just clothing. It was how I felt, like, emotionally about my gender. And I guess that's when I finally realized that, that's when I finally realized that I wasn't 100% a girl. And that's when I started feeling a little bit more like, when I finally told my cousin, I started feeling more like I could finally breathe again. Because I felt like I was just keeping it all inside for like a while, even though I came out to her when I was like really, really young. And I'm still pretty young to know, but I'm pretty sure currently. It's a horrible feeling to have body dysphoria. Like, it's really, really awful. And sometimes I get small panic attacks, not like big ones, but I do kind of like start like feeling so like, I don't know, I want to cry and I want to just like talk to someone about this, but I feel like no one in my life is willing to listen to me so much. Maybe, like I said, maybe there is, but I don't, I feel like I'm bothering someone. And at least in YouTube, people have the choice or not to watch a video. So, I mean, posting my problems online fixes everyone else's. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like right now, at this moment, I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to figure out what I want because I'm going into high school. But I don't know. And I just stuff. I don't know. After so long, I kind of just felt like I had to let it all out. So here I am, letting it all out. Anyway, that's all I had to say for now. I don't know if I'm gonna continue this. I think it was just this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this video. Like, what would I name it? Like, my problems as a gender fluid person. My problems as a person. My problems as a person who hasn't come to terms with their sexuality. I mean, with their gender. I feel like that's the whole problem. Like, my phone fell asleep. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Anyway, but I mean, I guess I'll update a little bit. I'll maybe say like my story, even though this is like the very first video I'm ever making about this problem. I mean, I do have a YouTube channel, but like, isn't about this. It's more about, I just post edits on there, like a compilation of edits. But I feel like, for once, I feel like it's my turn to talk about. So I don't know. I feel like such a like whiny person being like, well, for now it's my problems. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not allowed to talk about these types of things because then people are gonna be like, oh my god, just shut up. No one cares. But I think someone out there will kind of relate to this, to how I feel. I just hope that one day I can be myself without having to worry about what everyone else thinks about me. And having to worry about what, I don't know. I just feel like if I do tell everyone I'm gender fluid, everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're just confused on your gender. Like, they're gonna be like, just choose one. Because I have a very judgmental family. And I feel like no one really understands except the people who are close to me. I mean, my two sisters call me brother, but the thing is that as much as I love them calling me that, I don't want them to get in their head that I want to identify as a boy, even though I do accept he, him pronouns sometimes, but I just don't feel comfortable with those pronouns 100%. I feel more comfortable with they, them pronouns, which can be a little bit difficult for people to like talk in those pronouns. I do understand that. Like, sometimes, like in Spanish, because I come from a Mexican family. In Spanish, there's no they, them pronouns, you know? Like, it's rather él or ella, and there's no, like, I feel like there's no term for me because everything in Spanish is gendered. Like, if, like, cousin, right? Cousin, and like, in English, obviously means cousin, but in Spanish, prima is more referred to a woman or a girl, and primo is referred to a man or a boy. And I guess that's where like the terms kind of get messy. But I mean, I prefer to she as my whole life. And I, like, for a while, I was binding my chest in, like, not a safe way. Like, what I mean by not a safe way, I mean, like, I would use stuff that would hurt my chest, like, really bad, just because I didn't want to be misgendered everywhere. And after a while, it started hurting so bad, I just kind of stopped because I was like, I cannot hurt myself because of this. So I just stopped, and I tried convincing my mom for like a year to cut my hair, and she finally cut it, but it was up to my neck, so it was like up here. And then I let it grow until it was noticeable again that I was a female. And then I told my mom she could cut my hair. She told me that she could cut it after I graduated from middle school. And we waited a whole month after, and then she cut it a little bit shorter, which was a little bit longer than here. It was like probably up to here. And then, you know, like I stayed with that hairstyle. I was pretty comfortable with it. I mean, it only lasted like probably less than a month until my mom finally cut my hair shorter like this. And yeah. Anyway, the storage on my phone is probably gonna run out, so I'm just gonna like be done with this video, post it, and then I'm gonna make another video. Where's my phone dying? Let me check what percentage my phone is on. Oh, I don't even know where to check. What's happening? I don't know what percentage my phone is on. Anyway, I'm just gonna post this video. Sorry if this is like really, really crappy. Probably no one's gonna watch this, but it feels nice just to talk. And then maybe a couple minutes from now, I'll make another video. I don't know. I had to let it all out. But yeah. Okay. Bye.